little museum here. I always like a museum, so I'm going to go and investigate. I think people quite often dismiss pottery and think it as being uninteresting, but it really does help to date sites. And, this pottery here has been dated to the 12th century, so it's just incredibly old stuff. Here we're going back even further in history. Something I always like in any museums that I go to is to look at the fossils, and here we've got some really quite big ammonite type fossils. This impressive ammonite was found in Sherborne, so these are local fossils. And one thing you need to remember, of course, is that fossils are three-dimensional. We usually just see one surface of them, but this one's been cut open so you can actually see the interior of the ammonite. Some more examples here. That's not a fossil. Some bones in here as well, and some coins dating from 324 to 347 AD. These will be from the soldiers. You'll be receiving them in their pay.
Have you done the cast, been to the cast? No, we'll do that later.
I don't know why, but weapons of war always fascinate me. We've got here a huge dagger, we've got some cannonballs and shot. We've got some powder containers.
Are you local? Or? No.
Amazing
Far away.
Whereabouts is far away?
mechanism there for a lock.
Guernsey, fantastic. Well,
So which way am I going to
well, this is the old bit. This is where all the history.
Oh wow, I do enjoy looking at old machinery, steam engines and the like. That looks a lovely example. And old tools. A gardener room. Carnival cups.
This is stuff from the forest. Some people actually think of sand in that Persian museum. Yes. Did well after that, didn't they?
And as a scientist, always interested in scientific equipment. Or medical. E-syringe. I think I need one of those.
Was important, and maybe think, well, you've got to get smell things, touch things, you've got to be tactile for you to really get a grasp of
The
it.
mortar,
You know, and
pestle.
that brought gravitate and names. It was feelings, sensations, it was that sort of thing.
Well, it was food as well. I remember the food. It was food. Oh, God. It was food wandering about.
I just spotted a rattle that used to take to football matches. A Singer sewing machine. My mother and my grandmother had Singer sewing machines that they used to make clothes with. Theirs was a treadle machine, this one.
That would be something, yeah.
Not sure.
Until we discover that, we'll have to say that she probably visited Sherborne on her
Chalk.
travels, because this has always been very famous for its fossils.
Yes.
All the Victorian books on ammonites were written within 5 kilometres of it.
Yeah, there was a massive, megalosaur.
I used to have a rocking horse in my bedroom as a child, and well, that's something like I imagine it to be. I don't know whatever happened to it. Certainly not there now. I seem to remember as a boy that collecting eggs was a very popular pastime. It seems to have disappeared now, but here's a collection of eggs. From the tiny ones at the top to quite huge ones at the bottom. And another collection here of shells.
Yes. Leave your details with Ted and Anders over there, and I'll get in touch with you.
Yes, that's all.
Some memorabilia here from the war years and interwar years, including a gas mask over there and some medical supplies, anti-gas number 2 ointment. A letter here written by Thomas Hardy thanking the organising committee for the celebrations, that he should be invited on the committee. And Hardy, like Arnold Bennett from Stoke-on-Trent, wrote about his hometowns and the area, but he too changed the names. So Sherborne he called Sherton Abbas. Well, what a real pleasure that was, visiting the museum here in Sherborne, and just met on the way out. I met Wolfgang, who has his own little museum of fossils, and he's invited me to have a look at his fossils one day. So I'll give him a call when we're over here again and find out a little bit about the fossils here in Sherborne.